Do I look fat?
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Do I Look Fat podcast. It's your girl, Steffi Kiss. This week's guest is a beautiful soul inside and out and the first plus side model on my show, my girl, Meshia. Hey girl, how are you?
Hey, I'm great. How are you?
I'm good here in gloomy New York. It's been raining literally every day of 2021 and I'm over it.
It's been raining out here in Atlanta too, not gonna lie. It's been really foggy, like you can't see outside.
It's like, okay, so this is how we're starting the new year. Got it. Noted. Okay.
Noted.
Tell my listeners who you are. Give us a quick little intro.
So my name is Meshia Ferguson. I'm a plus size influencer, aspiring model, and I'm currently in school for marketing. So I'm just trying to graduate, but in the process, I am influencing, and it's pretty fun. So
good times, good times.
Oh, and I'm also 23 years old, and I live in Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah, in Atlanta. So how is it down there amidst all the COVID? Like, I hear that you guys don't get it down there.
Everyone says it's the hookah, but like it's crazy because I feel like I know a lot of people that work in the club industry and work all the time. Yeah, and some of them don't have COVID, so it kind of blows my mind. Everything is very much open.
Yeah, like, it's crazy.
Open. If it's not a retail store, if it's a club, a lounge, it's open and people are out there. This weekend, particularly New Year's Eve weekend, even like the little spots that I feel okay going to because I can eat outside or be outside, it was crazy.
Just packed. Everyone's just outside.
Just packed everywhere. Like you can't even park your car. If it was a regular Friday night, like you could go to the spot and get some food and leave. But no, if there's hookah or any type of alcohol at the establishment, the lines are out of the driveway.
Yeah, because it's probably a bunch of out-of-state people coming too, right? We're just flooding Atlanta. Oh, wow, yeah. That's wild.
I had some friends that came from out of state and they didn't even go anywhere because they were like, it's too much things happening.
It's way too much. Everywhere is really packed. It kind of gives you like a little bit of anxiety. Like, what's going on in here?
A lot of anxiety.
All right, we're going to start the show with an icebreaker game, okay? And it's Would You Rather. So I'm going to give you two scenarios. You're going to tell me which one you would rather and why, okay? So the first one is, would you rather find true love today or win the lottery next year?
Win the lottery next year? Win the lottery next year because I have so much plans that I recently realized I don't need a relationship right now because there's a lot of things I want to execute. And I feel like a relationship would get in the way. Crazy because I probably would have never said this last year. But yeah, win the lottery because that lottery can definitely help.
Yeah, come in handy for sure. And I'll find the love of my life will find me when I'm rich. I'm pretty sure I will not have.
I hope they do and they're rich too. Shoot.
Right. Like we're just going to be out here. All the blessings. It'll just help me level up a little bit. And I need that right now. Fuck a true love at this moment.
Exactly.
Okay. So the next one is, would you rather be chronically underdressed or overdressed?
Overdressed every time. Overdressed every time. Because if I'm overdressed, it's not that I'm overdressed, it's that you're underdressed. And
for the occasion. Like what's going on? We're outside.
What's the worst that could happen when you're overdressed, really?
Yeah. When somebody's going to make fun of your dress, like it's like, because
I remember
girl, I look crazy, but when I go when outside was open, I went to a concert and it was at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, right? And for the most part, you go to a concert looking nice or whatever, but you're not gonna go. We were definitely making fun of the girls in like 6-inch heels and like sparkly little dresses, like overdressed, yes, but make sure you're dressing for where you're going. Like you don't want to look crazy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Wearing heels to a concert is hard. Like you only wear heels to a concert if you're gonna sit. Can you sit over there?
mean, technically, yeah, but everybody stands the whole time. And then it's like to get, you know how arenas are to get out of the place. It's a long walk and it's like steps and I don't know. It
they're probably trying to catch somebody out there. That's why.
They probably were. Maybe that's why I never caught nobody. Because I'll go looking very not comfortable, but
I look cute and in sneakers.
Yeah, or flats, or like maybe boots or something. But like stilettos, I'm not doing it. First of all, like I barely want to wear stilettos to the club.
I barely want to wear them too. Jeez.
They hurt my feet, and I don't care. All right,
they hurt everyone's feet.
Anyone who says those type of shoes don't hurt their feet, like I'm judging you, and you might be a serial killer because that doesn't make sense to me. Honestly. All right. The next question is, would you rather never be able to go out during the day or never be able to go out at night?
Ooh, that's hard. Like go out, or like literally just live outside.
Like go out, like leave your house.
Ooh, I love the nighttime, man. But I'm going to say never be able to go out at night because I need the sun. Mm-hmm. I need the light. Nighttime can be cold. Yeah. So I'm going to go with nighttime because I feel like the day is more productive. Nighttime is all for fun. So yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Daytime is definitely more productive. Maybe my sleeping pattern will. Well, I mean, I don't go out at night now anyway. My sleeping pattern's all messed up. I feel like I can't tell because I don't leave my house. Like I can literally be up until 5 a.m. and it's nothing. And it's so bad. It's so bad.
It's Clubhouse who did it. It's Clubhouse.
Let's not talk about Clubhouse, okay? Because I was in this room literally for like 12 hours. And after I was done, I was like, okay, I need a break from just Clubhouse, period. Because that was disgusting. Like, why was I in a room for that
12
long?
12 hours? Why was it open that long?
Okay, to my defense, it was Christmas Eve, right? So they started the room like around 10-ish. I got on like around 11:30. And then I had a flight the next morning. So I stood on that until like my flight was leaving at like 9 a.m. because I didn't go to sleep. I was working. And then by the time I finished my work, it was too late for me to go to sleep to catch my flight. So I just stood up.
You just stayed up.
And I was on Clubhouse for that long. So, I mean, I don't feel that bad about it. But yeah, and still like there was absolutely no reason for me to be on that long. To be honest.
Okay. Clubhouse got everybody with being up late and messed up sleep schedule, honestly.
For sure. It's wild. Okay. So the next question is, would you rather always be 10 minutes late or 20 minutes early?
I'm going to go at 20 minutes early because I'm usually always 10 minutes late. So maybe it's, see what the other side of things are like.
Are you trying to do better?
Yeah, like let's try to do better.
I mean, it's not fun to be early, to be honest. Do you know what it is to sit there and wait for people? That is annoying.
I just take pictures, honestly.
True.
I hate when I'm late somewhere that I don't have time to take photos of my outfit or something. Yeah.
That is the worst.
I should try that. When you go somewhere, you get dressed up, but because you're in such a rush, you get there, you're just in the moment, and it's like,
I didn't get not one good picture. All I have is selfies, no full body pic. No one even knows what the outfit that I probably spent a couple of hours like putting together looks like. It's kind of, it's trash. It's definitely trash. You're absolutely right. Mm-hmm. Okay, so this is going to be the last question, okay? Would you rather have people spread a terrible lie about you or have people spread a terrible but true tale about you?
Ooh. Are people believing the lie?
I don't know. It's just going around.
I guess terrible but true. You know why? Because I am not afraid to admit when I'm wrong. I feel like that makes me a better person versus me having to like defend a lie to somebody because I hate when I have to defend stuff.
That is more frustrating
because I'm
when
just like, I'm like, what are we talking about this for? This is dumb. Like, what?
When you
And
know
then it
you
just makes
didn't
me
do
like,
it, it's like,
yeah, it makes me even more upset than if I did do it. I'm gonna be like, well, see what happened was.
now I'm just trying to talk my way out of it, but I know I did
Yeah.
that shit.
Yeah, I feel like, yeah. So I'd rather it be something true than horrible.
I hear that. I hear that 100%. Okay, so now that we've broken the ice a little bit, we're going to get into my first segment. So the first segment of my show is called Eat Your Heart Out, right? And it's where we talk about nutritional tips and tricks or health and wellness tricks. So, since this is the second episode of the new year, my first one came out on January 1st. So, we were talking about intentions and resolutions and all that shit. I'm going to get back into like the health and wellness aspect of it. And I wanted to talk about starting a workout plan while being plus size, right? I don't know how big you are into the gym. Do you work out from time to time? Are
Yes.
you
I've been, surprisingly, I've been going to the gym since about middle school,
Mm-hmm.
like 12, 13. And I've never had like a steady routine. It's every once in a while I'll be super steady into the gym and then I'll fall off for about a month or two and then I'll get back into it. So very much back and forth. I have just fallen off for 2 months because of the holidays and I'm
Yeah.
about to get back into it. But yeah, it's very interesting the way that you can tell that your body needs to work out when you do work out, and when you
Mm-hmm.
don't, you can kind of feel the difference. So, with being plus size, for me, I get a lot more bloated. Like I hold a lot of water weight, so I can feel the difference, like in my
Mm-hmm.
pants, but I can still weigh the same.
Right.
So, yeah, I'm trying to get back into the gym as we speak.
Girl, it's a whole process. I've been telling myself that I'm gonna start working out since like May. Okay. I feel like the whole quarantine, the whole, COVID shit, I haven't had the motivation to work out at all. I've been doing yoga here and there, and I say like
Hmm.
that's like my way to like stay a little bit active because girl, you're 23, so I'm just gonna let you know. Once you turn like in your 30s, your body just stops like fucking with you. Like it'll just be out of nowhere and like my lower back will hurt. And I'm like, what the fuck? Never in my life did I have backaches. Like, and it'll just be like a
Really?
Tuesday afternoon. I'm walking down the street and I don't know where my back hurts. Like,
Mm.
so I've been trying to incorporate more stretching. I feel so old. Been
I
more
mean,
stretching and more
It's hard to work
yoga.
out at home. I feel like it's hard to work out at home. So many distractions when you're
Yeah.
working out at home. That's the only thing. That's why it's like the gym. It's very hit or miss because I'm only going if it's not the peak time. Because sometimes I can
Mm-hmm.
catch the gym where it's like there's no one there. Because my gym has 2 stories, so like the cardio's upstairs and the gym's downstairs, so it's more spaced out. But if there's people in there, like a lot, I'm like, okay, well, not going because I hate when people have to like, have you ever been to the gym and people have to like wait for the machine, then wait for you to be done?
Oh
Type
yeah.
of the deal. Like I
Mm-hmm.
don't like that at
I don't like that
all.
either. I don't like that
Especially when
either.
it's men, because I'm like, are you watching me? You could just go on it. It's fine. I'm just gonna go home. Working out at home takes me a lot and takes me a lot more time to actually burn calories than if I were to go to the gym. Because I'll
Mm.
just be fucking around. Oh, I got a message on my phone. Oh, I'm just gonna get some water. Someone needs something, and then it's just like, oh, okay, well, I might as well be done working out because I can't get
Right.
anything done.
Right. Because once you walk into the gym, you know you're there to work out and you don't leave until you're done. When you're home, you take
Exactly.
little breaks here and there. Like, yeah, oh, yeah. In the middle of a sit up, oh, I got a notification on my phone. Let me check my phone real quick. Like,
Now let me start folding my laundry or something weird. Like,
work at home
okay,
ADD is a real thing. Like, it's a
yes.
real thing. Okay. So, what I wanted to talk about today was starting to get back into the habit of working out, right? So, specifically when you're a bigger size, there's some, hurdles that you go through that, straight size, that's what they call the models. I don't know how I feel about that phrase, but
I just say
smaller girls.
average.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I don't even want to say average because it's like,
because it's no longer the
it's
average.
not
Yeah.
even the average, you know? So it's just like smaller girls don't have to go through, right? So the first tip they say is to know your why. when you're just going to say like, oh, well, I have to go to the gym because I have to lose weight, or I have to do this and I have to do that, as opposed to it being for an actual reason. Like, hey, I actually want to start working out so I have a little bit more energy. I want to start working out so I can maybe run a mile or run a 12-minute mile. Like when there's an actual attainable goal and a purpose, as opposed to it just being like, well, I know I have to do it, so that's why I'm doing it. To actually place a reason behind it. I think that's very important, because then you
Yeah,
just feel
for
like
sure.
you'd want to do it more, you know?
Yeah, definitely. When you have a goal behind it, it helps more. I think my last goal was to just like do cardio for a full 10 minutes. Because it doesn't sound hard, but like it is for me, because I just hate cardio. So I was like, I'm gonna do it for 10 minutes straight. And once you do that, you're kind of the little milestones make you happy. So I think so. It's definitely
For sure.
a good reason.
Celebrate those milestones for sure. The second one is get the gear. So you want to make sure that you actually have workout clothes that, one, fit you, feel good, and don't make you feel uncomfortable. Because if you're uncomfortable doing something, then you're not going to want to do it. Especially if you're going out to the gym. Imagine you're wearing something that's like fitting you all wrong and you just feel completely uncomfortable. You're not going to want to go to the gym, or you're going to just feel at least I will feel self-conscious the whole time. I remember one time I took this like boot camp class, right? And I had like packed gym clothes in my gym bag, like after work or whatever. And I had packed these pants that every time I would like stand, they would like roll down. I was so uncomfortable that whole boot camp class. I know I didn't put in as much like effort as I could have, because every 2 seconds I felt like I had to like pull up my pants. It was so terrible ass experience. So wearing the proper clothes and the appropriate gear is very important when you're starting to work out again, just so it doesn't like deter you from not wanting to go back.
Yeah, or you want to just leave earlier because you're not feeling as comfortable as you should.
Yeah, definitely. Another one is to set SMART goals. So SMART goals are specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. So instead of focusing on specific like weight loss goals, you can actually do something like, maybe I'll just meal prep all my meals for the week. That's small, smart, they're attainable things that you can measure and you know that you're actually doing it, as opposed to saying like, well, I just want to lose 40 pounds, but that's not something that's going to happen in a week. So you want to be able to make your goals a little bit smaller so that you're like, oh shit, I crushed it this week. It just gives you more positive reinforcement.
Yeah, I definitely think, I think I might start meal prepping, honestly. That's my biggest issue, is like, well, it's 4:00. I haven't eaten anything. Whatever's here, I'm just going to eat it. And then
or order, because Grubhub and Uber Eats and all of that have really like, they fucked it all up. Because back in the days, it would be like, well, if I don't have cash, I'm not going to order anything. You know what I'm saying? Now it's like, there's no excuse
card
ever.
Is accessible. I don't even live close to I don't live in an area where I can get a lot of Uber Eats options or anything anyways. So it's just like, I'll just eat whatever nonsense is in my house, because I have 3 younger sisters, so they always have stuff here that they're munching on. I'm like, oh, thanks.
Okay, so number 4 is find the right trainers. So you don't have to accept whoever is assigned to you at the gym, because you want to make sure that they have, your goals and your specific training in mind. I've worked with a lot of personal trainers. Some of them have been friends. Some of them have been like, via Instagram, and I'll go to like their boot camps and things like that. So I feel like I've definitely met trainers who just train people, and trainers who realize who they're training as far as like their fitness levels and things like that. Because I've went to boot camps and it's like, sir, now I can't do that, right? Like, you didn't even give me an option, like some type of modification. If a trainer can't give you a modification of something you're not able to do, then they're not the right trainer for you. Like, not all trainers are created equally at all. People, you get certified for this shit. Like, you have to take classes, and not everybody can just train everybody. Like, every trainer is not good for you. So just make sure that you're finding the appropriate trainer if you're going that route. And even if you're getting like gym plans or whatever, because I was big on that too. When I was big on my health kick, like I would buy like trainers would offer like ebooks and things like that of like training programs. And if they didn't offer like some sort of modification, like I would feel like a failure if I couldn't do it. But it's not that I wouldn't be able to do it eventually. I just have to get there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So make sure that that you find a personal trainer that's attuned to you. Have you ever had a personal trainer?
I've never had a personal trainer. Well, I mean, in a sense, my mom, she usually goes to the gym with me a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So we kind of, go around and do different things at the gym together, but not a personal trainer. I would like one, but I'm very like, I don't know, I have a lot of anxiety about getting one.
Really? Why?
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like they'll probably expect me to do a lot of things that I just can't. So that's why I don't want to. And I can do a good amount, but I don't know. It gives me anxiety. I like to just do my own thing when I go to the gym and leave and be at ease.
I mean, having a personal trainer is good. I will say that, especially if you're like, not when you've been going to the gym for a while, like off and on, but sometimes you just need that expertise to like get you to the next level. You know what I'm saying? But like I said earlier, you just have to find a trainer that's attuned to your needs and what you can do and can set goals for you, because that's very, very important. Very, very important. One of the best trainers I had was this guy. He worked out of like a brownstone in Harlem, right? He had one of the rooms, he made them into like a gym. And what I liked about him is that he would have like 2 or 3 people in the session at once, but he would modify the movements based on each individual person. So he would ask you like, do you have any knee problems? Do you have any back problems beforehand? And like, he would say, okay, Stephanie, you can do this, but Meshia, you do this, because it'll get you guys heart rate and y'all be working, but you're just doing 2 different things. And I love that because it felt very personal to me. And if that's my personal trainer, I want it to be personal to me. You know what I'm saying? So you just have to find a good trainer that can work for you. It's almost like finding a therapist in a way. Like you have to find someone who works for you, that you feel comfortable with, and that'll help you get to where you need to go. Not just because he helped Kim go wherever. That doesn't mean that it's going to help you. So be very selective and be very picky. More tips that they were giving are break the rules. So basically, just like kind of how you said earlier, like you don't want them to try to do things that you don't think you can do, but you'll never know if you're going to be able to do it if you don't try, right? So
I know, because I just have a very deep arch in my back. It's not scoliosis, it's called something else. So like me trying to do sit-ups, my back is already kind of bent, so it hurts to sit all the way up straight. So I've been in that situation where I've worked out with someone. They're like, "Yeah, you can do it. It's easy." And I'm like, my back literally feels like it's gonna break in half.
Oh no! I mean, honestly, if you're trying to do something and it like really, really pains you, then you should be careful because you don't want to injure yourself. I was more talking about like they'll say, plus size women should just stay on like the elliptical because it's low impact, or on the bike, or do like water workouts or whatever. But you couldn't
say that,
girl. I mean, maybe it was back in the days that this is what they used to say. Now I feel like with this whole body positive movement and all the brands trying to be more and more inclusive, that more workouts are being geared towards bigger women. But before, you would never see like women at like a triathlon, or it wouldn't be it wouldn't be announced, or you know what I'm saying? Like it wouldn't be out there. But now it's more commonplace. So if you want to run a mile, if you want to run, a half mile or whatever have you, I don't know. I don't run that much. The marathons, that's what I meant. Or the triathlons. If you want to do yoga, if you want to do CrossFit, if you want to do weightlifting, like try what works for you. Every single body is different. And you never know, like you might be staying away from a specific exercise because you think, oh, I'm not at that level yet, but you just have to start at the beginning and you might end up loving it, to be honest.
Yeah,
That's how I felt about lifting weights.
So I was going to say the same thing, because in high school they had ran out of space in the gym class, so I had to do weightlifting, and I was like, I'm already big. Like in my head, I was like already big.
So another tip that they're giving you is, of course, to believe yourself and remind yourself that you believe. So you want to make sure that you go in with a positive attitude, right? So you want to go in there like, I know I can do this, but then also remind yourself every day that you can do this, because everyone, especially at this time of year, they start and they're like, yes, I can do it. I can get fit. This is going to be my year. Watch me get into this summertime body and blah, 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 all the shit that everybody says. And then like 3 weeks in, you're like, this is bullshit. I'm not doing this shit no more. Like, I'm completely over it. So you just want to make sure, you just want to make sure that you continue to keep yourself on that path. Another one is enjoy the ride. You want to be able to enjoy what you're doing. And like I said, try new things. You want it to be a positive experience, right? Do something that makes you happy, whether it's fun because while you're doing it, it's fun, or sometimes you just like the feeling or the euphoria that you feel after your workout too. That's another incentive of working out. So just find something that works for you and that makes you happy in the midst of you doing it. You want to track your fitness goals and not necessarily your weight loss goals. So like how you said earlier that you were trying to track how to get to doing 10 minutes worth of cardio, like nonstop, right? So that's a way to track your fitness, because like, let's say the first week you're only doing 2 minutes, and then it's like by week 3, you're doing 5 minutes. That is an accomplishment in of itself, right? So all of these little accomplishments, they can just make you feel better. And they can give you more motivation, because the scale isn't the only measure to success. You said earlier, while you were doing the weightlifting, that you really didn't lose weight, quote unquote, but your body felt amazing. And that's really what we're doing it for, right? And
I just kept getting on the scale, and I was just like, I'm not losing any weight. But my mom would tell me, like, you look like you're losing weight. And I'm like,
but here's the thing. You were losing fat, but you were gaining muscle. And as cliche as this shit sounds, muscle does weigh more than fat. So you can weigh the same size, but if you're losing fat, then your body composition is just going to be different. Like you said, muscle memory. That shit is amazing. I fucking love muscle memory.
I have I've seen like my friends on their weight loss journeys, and I'm like, whoa, like if I lost like 60 pounds, I weigh as much as you. And they're like, you're joking. And I'm like, no. And they're just like, no, you're way smaller than me. I'm like, I guess it's because I used to like weight lift, so I'm just a bit more compact.
Right.
But I didn't realize that for a while. Maybe until the last 2 years, I realized. I was like, oh, okay, so this does do something. So all my friends like that, I'm like, you need a weight train, because doing cardio is great, but you need a weight train, and I'll get you together.
Yeah, for sure. Aside from weight training, what would you say is like your favorite workout, or a workout you would like to try?
My favorite workout would be, I'm going to go with the bike. Using the bike. I really like the bike because it's not as strenuous on my boobs. Like running or doing the elliptical, I feel like there's a lot of bouncing of my upper body. And because I do have bigger boobs, that's usually the part of my workout that's uncomfortable for me, is my boobs being in the way. So with the bike, I don't have to worry about my boobs being in the way, and I can kind of just go as hard as I'd like to.
Is there a workout that you would like to try?
One that I would like to try, there's this one where they like stack like these little mats or something and like jump.
Okay, like box jumping. Box
jumping. But I would like to try that, but I'm just so scared that I'm gonna fall backwards. And just like
I feel like I've box jumped, but not like high, like maybe like 6 inches or something like that. So it's like a little hop, really. But like an actual box jump, I don't know if I can get high, like that high up. Like it's hard. And I know people love to do it, and it's a great accomplishment when you can do it, but that it's a hard workout, and I don't know. I'm just too clumsy, and I feel like
Exactly. I feel like I'll try to jump 2 boxes and I'll be out of there. like I'll
be
be out
out
of
of
there.
it. Do you have any recommendations for like sports bras?
Yes, I just got my first super expensive sports bra this year. I got the SheFit. Have you seen the commercial for it? Where
No.
it's a SheFit bra. It goes up pretty big in sizing. They're still working on their sizing, but you strap it on each strap, then you strap across, and then it links like a hook at the bottom and the top of the bra, and it zips up in the front. And then and then there has something that covers a zip, so you can strap the bottom, the arms, and get yourself together. So it's really good. It's a really good bra, and it's thick. And I think it was about $80. I had to talk myself into getting it because usually when I go to the gym, my boobs, like jumping around, So even if you have a smaller chest, though, like, you have smaller sizes. But it's a very secured bra. I've never felt so secure in my life, but the SheFit bra is definitely really good.
Interesting. Yeah, and that's the shit that gets me kind of upset with the whole like weight loss and fitness industry, right? Like, why do bigger women have to spend $80 to get a sports bra when smaller women can literally go to Marshall's and get a regular sports bra for like $7.99 and it not be a problem? Like,
yeah, it's just, and that thing is, I mean, we can find $7.99 sports bras.
They're not gonna work.
They're not gonna do anything. The SheFit sports bra, I'm pretty sure I think it's the same pricing all the way around, but it's just the fact that it takes more to sustain us. So we're gonna have to find the more expensive route. We can't just wear a little bra from Ross. We can, but how long is it gonna last for?
Right.
On a smaller person, it might last longer. So,
and not even like the pricing, because the pricing I get it, because obviously there's more like mechanics to it, and like the zipper and all of that. But it's just the fact that like you have to order it online, right? SheFit, or can you go to a store? Like, it's not like so accessible. I think that's what I'm talking about. Like,
like having better options accessible.
Yeah,
because I mean, half the time, if you do go to, say, a regular department store and you are looking for items like that, you're not going to find ones that are desirable at all. You'd have to go to like a Lane Bryant or a Torrid to actually find a really good bra. They'll have the selection sometimes, but it won't be of quality at all.
For sure. And that's just not only like with workout clothes. I feel like that's all around. I had read somewhere, I think it was on Twitter or something, and this lady had said that her biggest fear is losing her luggage on her way to like a vacation, because she knew that she wouldn't be able to buy anything like on the spot.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Yeah.
I mean, think about it, because same, like, it's wild. Like, yeah, I mean, I guess I can buy like leggings and t-shirts, like if need be, but like if I needed to buy like a dress randomly, that would, depending on where I'm going, like that would be a mission and a half.
And I can't just go into the little gift shop and buy a t-shirt and pants. I probably could, but that's probably all I could get, really.
Right. And then how cute is it? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, okay, now I'm going to be looking like a whole mess this whole vacation until they find my suitcase.
Oh gosh. Wow. Now this is a whole nother anxiety that I'm going to have when I take trips. Like, do I want to check this bag, or do I want to carry it on? Like, what do I really want to do?
So what I do is I carry on my makeup if I have my laptop with me and at least one outfit.
Okay.
That's what I do for the most part, because just in case. I've had my luggage lost once. Luckily, it was when I was already coming home, but that like put a fear in my heart. I was like, oh my goodness, if I end up going anywhere, like I need to have at least my makeup, at least my laptop, and one outfit.
Yeah, that's smart. I'm going to remember that when I pack for something.
For sure. So we're going to get into our next segment, which is Heart on Our Sleeve. And it's where we talk a little bit deeper about real life struggles that we are facing at the moment and how we manage them. So I wanted to talk about, because you are a plus size influencer and you're trying to get into the modeling industry and the marketing industry and all of that, I wanted to talk about, kind of piggybacking of what we were just speaking about, why aren't plus size models being respected in the fashion industry? And what are your thoughts on all of that?
I feel like when it comes to a lot of plus size models and modeling in the industry, if it's not for something commercial, they always try to sexualize you. And that's the biggest issue, because then it's like, they want a curvy model. They want someone with like boobs and a bottom so that they can do either like a music video or something that's just not as flattering and not as professional as we would like to do. They don't try to request plus size models for more professional things like more editorial. They always want you to be there for inclusion. It's like either we want to include her, or she has nice boobs, or she has a nice butt, or her body's kind of hourglass, so we can use her. Not that she's just plus size and you want her there to be represented for a specific purpose. So,
yeah. And yeah, the whole sexualizing too, like that's a big thing, because even when I'm looking at clothes online, like these every website now has like a plus or a curve section, right, where you can just buy these clothes, which is, I'm not complaining, because 10 years ago it was a bitch for me to find clothes, and we're going to talk about that later. Well, we can talk about it kind of now. Back in the day, I would have to always buy my clothes from like overseas. Yeah. So like when I had my son is 11. So this was like 10 years ago, whatever. I had gained like 75 pounds. Right. And I could not find clothes anywhere in America. Like it was really insane. And this was like the beginning stages of like really heavy online shopping. Like people were still going to stores. Like not everybody was trusting online shopping or whatever. It's not like how it is today. And I had to find places like ASOS and Dorothy Perkins. This was before Pretty Little Things, before Fashion Nova, before all of that. And I would have to like convert the sizing, because they never gave you American sizes. They only gave you European sizes. So it was a hot ass mess. It's wild. Even with those kind of pictures, either the models are wearing lingerie and, just standing there, or they're wearing like these big oversized shirts and like leggings as pants, like as if those are the only types of clothes that we can wear. And it's very much infuriating. Like it gets me so upset, because I don't understand why they think people who are a bigger size can't dress like people who are of a smaller size.
Yeah, it is very frustrating. It was very hard for me to, when I did first start online shopping, it was very hard for me to actually get something that I actually wanted to wear and not want to like tweak or fix in some way. Because I'm like, okay, this is looking granny. Like, let me try to put a belt, or let me try to do
safety pins were my best friend. Oh my goodness.
Yes, safety pins. So just snatch it up. Like, yeah, this is how you're supposed to wear it. This is how I'm wearing it, because it was actually hideous when I got it. Now I feel like there's a lot more options, but there isn't, because a lot of these brands stop at size 3X. They all stop at like 3X. They're 3X. Like I don't wear 3X. I'm a 2X.
Right.
But I can get pants from Fashion Nova and go a size up, and they still don't fit. So it's very weird right now how there's a lot more brands that are out there, but we're not seeing them because like the fast fashion brands are coming in. But even with finding clothes online before then, I used to hate shopping.
Yeah.
Hate shopping. It's just like, I don't want to go in the store and try on pants that don't fit me.
Oh my goodness.
It was the worst part. Like, I'm like, okay, none of these fit. Nothing fits. I've been trying on jeans for an hour and I just want to go home.
It's so frustrating. I think I boycotted jeans for like 3 years, to be honest. I was just over it. Like jeggings were the best things ever invented, because to find regular fitting denim jeans without stretch. Like what is that? Does that even
Without
exist?
stretch, like that's just you just want me to be in pain at the end of the day. Like just no. I can't even imagine jeans without stretch.
You mentioned fast fashion. What are your thoughts on places like Fashion Nova and Shein?
So my thoughts are, we can be upset about the way that fast fashion works and everything like that, but at the end of the day, they did what a lot of brands didn't. They catered to us the way that we wanted to. We said we wanted trendy clothes. We said we want to wear things that are also available in smaller sizes. And they even went as far as making things exclusive for us. You know what I'm saying? Because there's some outfits that I have and women can't find them on Fashion Nova because it's a plus size exclusive. So they do things like that and then they make it affordable.
Right.
Like, okay, there's Torrid. Please tell me what out of Torrid that you would actually want to wear besides their jeans, bras, and accessories.
Nothing. Because all they have is like caftans and muumuus and big ass shirts. And it's like, I don't want to wear none of that. I'm looking like my
am I paying
70-year-old grandmother
$40 for a muumuu shirt? Why would I do that when I can go on Fashion Nova and get a whole 2-piece set and be done? Have a whole outfit.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's a lot that goes into a lot of people wanting to boycott fast fashion, but at the end of the day, they are appealing to a market. So it's up to, I feel like at this point, it's up to influencers to bring forth a lot of the smaller and independent brands to the light. Like one of them that's coming up is Reb Dolls. I don't know if you've seen them.
I think I've heard of them.
So I'm pretty sure Reb Dolls is Black owned and it started out of New York. So now they're picking up traction because they are reaching out to influencers. They're having the funds to pay them. And some of these fast fashion brands, they don't want to pay. So.
Well, I heard Fashion Nova is big on that. I mean, I don't know if you want to talk about that because
it's fine.
Okay.
It's fine. Yeah, if they don't pay me what I'm asking for coming this year, like the next time they email me, I won't be working with them again.
Right.
Because to work for free clothing, if you think about it, it's great, provides you content. You can possibly sell the clothes afterwards if you want to and try to make up your money. But that's more work on your part. So even the work that I'm taking to sort the clothes, sell the clothes, package the clothes, and take them,
right,
not including me getting ready to take photos for your content, getting dressed, because really and truly, I do not get my makeup done and get dressed in the middle of the week. But if I have something to post,
if it's you do it for a reason, yeah.
So I'm using my makeup, my Fenty that I spent my money on, doing my hair that I spent my money on, doing all those things for a brand that has the money to pay you and doesn't want to pay you. What's the point? When you can be working with a small brand who they might not be able to pay you, but they do want to work with you. Like, why not put in that same effort to someone who actually wants to pay you in the long run, versus someone who could pay you right now and they're just like, nah, we'll just give you clothes.
Yeah, it's like disrespectful. Like, and then it's like, you're not really spending a lot on these clothes. So it's almost like twice a slap in your face, right? Because they're spending pennies to make these outfits, and that's basically what they're saying that you're worth.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like,
and they are making all this money. Fashion Nova, I can't even imagine how much money Fashion Nova makes in a year. Like,
and even with me working with them, I still buy stuff sometimes. So it's like, if I can buy the clothes myself, why don't I just do that? I'd rather just buy the clothes myself, wear it when I want to, not have any type of obligation to post anything or tag or, follow any guidelines, when I can just do whatever I want to in the clothes without anyone emailing me or asking me for anything without payment. So that's what I'm going to do this coming year. Well, this year is I'm going to put forth more effort to working with smaller brands, because sometimes, a lot of times, smaller brands don't have budgets, but their clothes are dope. So that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, I agree. And I feel like I wish all of these other brands would take into account the fact that Fashion Nova became what they are, not only because, yeah, it's fast fashion for, the regular quote unquote sizes, but also like they made a market, like you said, for plus size girls. Like, do you know how crazy those Fashion Nova jeans went? Like, what was it, like not this summer, like the summer before or whatever have you? Like everyone was going crazy because you could not find jeans, one, that fit you. Two, you couldn't find trendy clothes in your size. Like that was a big thing. And I remember when I first started seeing like Fashion Nova, Pretty Little Thing, Shein, and all these places, when they started making like trendy clothes in bigger sizes, like I was like, oh shit, like I don't have to buy a shirt from here and maybe take it to the tailor, and buy some pants from here and take it to the tailor so that it fits me a certain way. Like I can literally get these trendy clothes and I'm not spending so much money because I may not want to wear them past this weekend.
Yeah, exactly. And that's another thing, like the clothes get here fast. They're getting here, okay? I feel like as a plus size woman, when I know there's an event or there's something that I need an outfit for, I'm going to think accordingly, because last minute outfits are not a thing for me. I cannot go into the mall and just buy a dress unless I find like a Route 21 or Forever 21 with a plus size section.
And even then,
and
good luck.
It still is hit or miss. Yeah, it's still hit or miss. Like I don't think I've walked into a store and bought a fit and said I'm going to go somewhere that same day. Like that's never the case. Never the case. I have outfits that I save.
Same. And I never thought about it. That's probably where it comes from, because I buy dresses in bulk. Like, so if I see dresses that I like and I have whatever and I'm shopping, I'm buying these dresses without nowhere to go. Right now, I probably have, because, Corona hit, I probably have like 5 outfits in my closet that I did not wear this year because there was nowhere to go. But I had them just in there just in case, because that last minute, oh girl, we're going out tomorrow.
Because you're just looking in your closet like, I hate all of this. You don't actually hate it, but it's like you didn't have time to prepare for this outfit, and you might want to do something a little different. And you can't just go to the store and get an outfit. You can get accessories, maybe a pair of shoes.
Let's not even talk about shoes, because
maybe a shirt.
I don't know. My feet are wide, so I cannot find shoes for the life of me. Like I have to pre-plan shoes too. I can't just go into Aldo and think I'm gonna find a strappy sandal. Like that is not a thing.
No, not at all.
At all. And that shit is so trash. Like I love summer and I love summer clothing and all of that, but when it comes to summer footwear, like I don't understand why we can't make shoes, all different types of shoes, just a little bit wider. Like I don't get why all shoes have to be this thin.
The narrow. And it's weird because I feel like sandals are the easiest for me to find, or summer footwear, but I can't go in the store and find it unless it's a department store, because they don't have the wide option. But ASOS is really good.
ASOS is good.
Options.
You know what's good too?
I found my first like high boots.
Just Fab has like the wide feet and like the extra calf whatever for your boots, so, because that's another problem I have. And it's like, I want cute shoes. I don't want to fucking wear ugly ass orthopedic shoes all the time because that's the only shit that fits my feet. Like, no, just make them a little. It just doesn't make sense. When is the shoe game gonna catch up to like?
There's a brand. It's also Black owned. I believe it started in either New York or Canada. I don't know which one, or Toronto. But they're called Smash Shoes. Have you heard of them?
Smash Shoes.
Smash Shoes. They exclusively make bigger size shoes. They're expensive,
I'm sure,
about $100 a pair, but I have seen their shoes, their collection. It's really nice. It's not super extended, but they do have some really fire styles. I haven't got shoes from there yet, but I've been seeing people wear them.
They go up to a size 14. I'm looking on here now. Yeah. But this is what we need. Like, it just makes it so difficult. Like, I want to be a fly bitch too. Like, what the fuck? I want to look good. I don't want to wear the same shoes I always have to wear. Because let me tell you, I will run some shoes into the ground, which is why I don't mind spending more money on my shoes. Because once I find shoes that are comfortable and that I can wear and that are cute, I'm probably wearing them shits all the fucking time, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because
yep.
it's hard out here.
Wear until it's done, and then you gotta go back and try to find something to replace it.
Sometimes I'll buy like more of the same color, like of different colors of the same shoe. Like, I'll get a tan, I'll get a black, like, of the same fucking shoe, because once I find one type of shoe that fits me well, then I'm all up on that shit. Okay, so let's get into our last segment of the show. And it is called Are You Dead Ass? And it's just basically everybody laughs when I say it. It's
very New York. It's very New York. It's very New York.
I love it because literally it's like I'll say it and then my guests will always giggle. And it's like, I mean, I do want to know, like, are you dead ass? So it's where we rant or rave about something that really just like gets on your nerves or something that you've witnessed lately. Is there anything that you wanted to get off your chest as far as the Are You Dead Ass is concerned?
I don't know. This is hard. There's so many things. So many things. I guess we can talk about, I don't know. Do you have any ideas?
I'll go first. Okay, and then let's see if that'll give you an idea. Okay.
Maybe I can play off that.
So every week I post a WCW picture on my Instagram, right? I post myself. That has become like a routine where I'm highlighting myself. I'm enjoying myself. I'm loving where I am with my confidence and all of that. I do this every Wednesday on Instagram, right? And this random guy slides into my DM and he's like, "Oh, you're thirst trapping this week." Mind you, I don't even think my picture was that crazy, but whatever. He was like, "Oh, you're thirst trapping this week." And I was just like, to be honest, when it comes to my Instagram, I'm thirst trapping, quote unquote, with clothes on and without clothes on, because I get the same amount of DMs. I get the same amount of heart eyes in my DMs, all of that, this, that, and the third. So no, I don't feel like I'm thirst trapping. It's just me. Like,
it's just you're thirsty.
Like, I cannot be held responsible for you being thirsty. Like, that is a you issue. I'm over here chilling, minding my own business. Like, it gets on my nerves that people will call you out on some shit like that when I'm not posting this shit for y'all. And I know it sounds crazy because it's Instagram. Yes, I'm posting it for engagement and this, that, and the third. I'm posting it for, like, people to see. But the reason behind me posting maybe a lingerie or a bikini pic, which look exactly the same in my opinion, because if I'm wearing lingerie, I probably have a bikini that looks like that, and I probably would have worn it out in the street. So me taking a picture to post it on Instagram really doesn't mean that much to me, because I have people, strangers in the beach and the pool, who see me like this any fucking way. When I tell you, when I post these pictures and I get these types of feedbacks, it's just like, but I could wear a bathing suit and it wouldn't matter. Like, that it really gets on my nerves.
Yeah. It just gives a man a reason to sexualize you, basically, and try to say something slick.
But you're going to sexualize me anyway. If you see me at the beach, you're going to sexualize me anyway, right? Like,
yeah, but you're going to be quiet because it's in person. They're probably not going to say anything, but it's the internet. They got the little, what do they call it? The Twitter fingers.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
It just, it drives me up the wall. So, like, I know the guy was just like, well, damn, like, you didn't have to go off on me like that. But it's like, why are you coming in here talking about, am I thirst trapping? Sir, no, the fuck, I'm not thirst trapping. I'm not trying to trap anybody who's thirsty, first and foremost. So there goes that.
Honestly. I don't. Oh my gosh.
So I don't know what to tell you. Okay. Whew, I feel better now. Do you have anything to get off your chest?
Let's see. What do I have to get on my chest? I guess we were just talking about social media, so I'll talk about that since it is a big part of my life. What really bothers me is when people that I know in real life don't utilize my phone number.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like, guys, it's already so hard for me to keep up with my social media. I would just love it if you would just contact me directly, because then it makes my friends feel away if I don't. Not saying all my friends, but I know it kind of makes people feel away if I don't respond to a message, or if like I don't see their post, or if I don't share it or something like that. So that's been really bothering me because I'm like, guys,
It
there's
gets
60
lost.
there's 60,000 people that are trying to send me messages. Not all of them come through, some of them do, but especially when it's something like urgent or important, like just contact me.
Mm-hmm.
Please, for the love, like you have my phone number, call me. So I feel like a lot of people as of lately feel like I don't call them or I don't reach out to them or something in regards, and then they see me on social media. It's like, don't take that any kind of way because I have
Right.
no issues. You just have to contact me. Like if you saw, one of your friends who was an influencer and, were just doing something and they didn't respond to you,
Mm-hmm.
they still have that right to not respond to you. But if it's something important, pick up your phone and call them.
And this is their job. Like
Yeah,
sometimes
sometimes I
people,
don't want to do deal at all. Like I really don't.
and it's like if your friend, if you worked at an office, would they just be, emailing you at work? Probably not, to talk about some other shit. No. Like you have to take into account, like, this is what, it's an unconventional job, but it is a job to me nonetheless. Like I'm using it in a way that I'm trying to get my brand out there. So this is work to me. This isn't all just fun and games. Like,
Yeah.
so if you see things, if I'm quote unquote ignoring you, or if you feel like I'm ignoring you, first of all, it might not even be that I'm ignoring you. It just got lost in the sauce because messages
I
are coming
agree.
in all the time. And if it's not, I don't know why Instagram does this thing, but if it's not in like the top whatever that you can see, sometimes my Instagram will skip messages, and like it'll, like when I scroll, it'll go to like 34 weeks ago, and I'm like, I know there's messages in
In
between last
between,
week
yeah.
and 34
It's
weeks ago.
weird. It's really weird.
So you really have to like give people a little bit of
Give
time,
me a
especially.
second. Yeah. I had a guy friend who was like, he sent me a message. Do I have to like, he's like, what do I have to do to get in contact with you? But he made it seem like he had been trying to get in contact with me. I was like, we texted and it wasn't a message for me to respond to. And
Right.
he's like, yeah, I just feel like, I've been trying to interact with you and it hasn't been working. And it's because he was sending me like reactions underneath my Instagram posts. So I would just go back and
Oh,
like them. So it just looked like I was just liking the post, but I was just acknowledging that I saw it. You didn't say anything, so I'm not saying anything back. So then for you to
right.
text me and be feeling away, I'm like, you just
Oh
texted me
yeah,
and I'm texting you
sending
back.
reactions or emojis or whatever, that's not conversation. So don't think
Yeah.
I owe you any words. Like if I posted something funny and you sent the laughing emoji, I'm a double tap that and that's it, because we both
Yeah,
laughed.
so I guess he's
Like,
just feeling away that there was just only double taps, but then it's like, what do you want me to do? Send you another emoji? And then the double tap makes a notification, and I don't like having notifications on my phone anyway, so sometimes
right.
I just don't respond to it because it's like, I feel like you don't want the notification too, but do you need that? It's weird. It's weird. It's like I have to give you gratification on social media, even though you have my phone number, you have access to me, we can speak, and it's just a lot. So that really bothered me because I was just like, you just sat here contacting me. We actually had a conversation today, and you're talking about some. Oh, I just thought like, are we not friends anymore? And I'm like, what? Dude, you have
Oh
my number. You
boy.
can text me. Like, there's literally people on the internet who have no type of access to me, other than Instagram and Twitter.
Right. Right. There's a couple of thousand people that have only access to
Yes,
you that way. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes.
calm down. If you have my number, if you know me in real life, then contact me that way. Like, there's nothing.
It's different if I'm like ignoring your calls and just reading all your text messages. That's totally different.
Then we could talk about me being disrespectful. Like,
yeah,
or maybe not disrespectful. Maybe I'm going through something, but whatever have you. Like, then we can talk about it. But if you're talking about Instagram, when you have my whole ass number, like, make it make sense, because
like people are asking for it. You have it. Please use it.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. All right. So this was a great conversation. Meshia, tell my listeners where they can find you.
So you can find me on Instagram, Twitter. I have a TikTok.
Ooh.
Don't really use it. And on YouTube. I only have one video on YouTube, but I'll be dropping another one soon. And my @name is Meech Ferguson on all platforms.
Everything will be linked down below. Look out for my girl, because she's going to be making it big soon. I can see it. I can feel it. I'm putting it out into the universe.
Fingers crossed.
The fingers crossed. All the fingers crossed. All right, guys. So you can catch me on Instagram _StephyKiss, STEPHYKISS, and the Do I Look Fat Pod, exactly how it sounds. All of Meshia's information and all of my information, as usual, will be linked down below. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Do I Look Fat podcast. See you next week. Bye. Mwah.
Bye.
Yay. Okay.